Fresno.
So tonight I'm taking you guys on a journey to a bar called Saizon, which is a new bistro bar, which is a Mexican-American fusion, and also with fine dining, great cocktails, and fantastic atmosphere. So let's just go see what this is all about. Mate.
Gentlemen.
How are you?
Doing well.
What are you trying to create here?
I think just trying to create a different experience that Fresno hasn't had before.
Yeah.
Fresno's always been since I've moved here and been here from different cities and working in food and beverage in different cities, been a very meat and potatoes town.
Once Fresno just gains that pride, like, this is us, and this is what we standing on. And we don't care about the Bay, we don't care about LA, we don't care about what y'all do, this is what we doing. That's the change in perspective.
People want a place where they can come and they want to spend the money, but they also want someone that's going to remember where their kids went to school.
Yeah.
And what they had the last time they were in, and what drink they were excited about last time.
Ken? Oh, he's a hoot mate, you know? He's sort of this, I don't know, country boy / construction worker / oil rig worker, now makes fine cocktails in one of the leading restaurants and bistros here in Fresno.
We were joking outside about like 21-year-old Ken Self would punch 34-year-old Self in the face for talking about alcohol the way he talks about it.
Sure.
With mouthfeel and structure and texture and all these things.
This guy's like one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met when it comes to like spirits and alcohol and just the history, like the nerdy history behind it, bro. Like that's what you're just like, it's not even impressive, bro. You're just like a genius at it. Cause like, I'll ask him, I'll be like, hey, what is this? He'd be like, well, this cocktail was invented in 1934 by like some guy who like was at his mom's house and then he went to his sister's house and then they mixed it up and then boom, they called it a cocktail. And I'd be like, all right, I just need to know how to say this to like this drunk girl down there, so give me like 2 seconds to figure this.
As I understand, you yourself are a bit of a maestro when it comes to cocktails.
I am a bit. I would never claim to have the greatest palate in the world. I started bartending at beer joints in Oklahoma in oil-filled towns as a side gig when I was roughnecking, you know, out of college, looking for a regular job.
We've all been there. And this drink is called?
This drink is called In Watermelon Sugar. We have a little bit of basil oil that is the final touch of the cocktail we kind of add on top. And because of the different viscosities and everything like that, it floats right on top. So that when you're presented with it, it looks a bit like a watermelon that you cut in half.
It's really good. You feel like you're on a beach in Hawaii.
We're hosts of the party.
Yeah.
And that's what everything in the hospitality industry should be. You should be a host for someone else to have a good time.
I've never opened a restaurant, but after this, it makes it feel like I could do it 10 times over. As long as I'm with this family and this group that started this, I could do it 10 times over.
That's what we prided in all of our staff, first and foremost. Over knowledge, over experience, over everything, the ability to read the guest and provide them the night out that they were looking for is paramount.
They care about us as employees 100%, and they've just made a great community here at Saizon.
I mean, what's better than just feeling like you belong somewhere?
Yeah, top to bottom, I've been in the restaurant industry for 20 years. This is hands down the most intuitive and the most personable restaurant group that I've ever worked for.
When I come here, I'm part of culture. And being European, I think it's important for me to have a equilibrium of my culture. And this place, my friends give me that. It anchors me here in Fresno.
Sasha Petrosky, like we read outside, has a famous quote saying, if you don't put an orange peel in your old-fashioned, you did not make an old-fashioned. My passion is always chasing new cocktails, chasing new cocktail flavors, chasing being on the cutting edge of just providing people something different than the Kettle One vodka and soda that they drank because their dad drank it at a country club back in the day. Those are some of the cocktails that we make and kind of some of the commitments that we make we bartend with intention, make everything with intention from the kitchen to out here. If we're gonna put something in a cocktail, it's in there for a reason. Not just because that's the recipe that we looked up on Google and we can replicate that. It's all about giving guests the best iteration of any cocktail that we want to make at any time.
Flippin' Fresno.